What's going on, everyone? I wanted to just give a quick message really fast because something hit me today that I realized that everyone is able to win in our group, and not just in our group, in anywhere in the markets. All we got to do is be consistent. Now, the reason why some are able to hit certain strategies and some aren't is just psychology, understanding, and experience levels when it comes to the markets. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make money. We've already been doing it. This may not ever happen again, this opportunity, and I want to see everyone in this group succeed like I've been seeing from a lot of you, and especially a lot of you that started with no knowledge and have really done some work, and it shows because, again, your success, you're posting to the gain station. It's there. So we're already on the right track. We just need to fine-tune a little bit of our thinking. Now, here's what we're going to do. Okay. We're going to do what works. Now, this is basically the mentality of where we've been going with the plays. So we have our core logic, we have China, and then for every now and then we play the SPY. Let me just stress the fact, anyone in the membership or anyone period that doesn't have any experience trading options in a liquid environment, I would not at all recommend playing SPY, especially those of you who are new, because the worst thing I hate to see is all of the progress that you make get destroyed by SPY because it's an entirely different animal than our core logic. All we're doing in the core, we're exploiting RSI, overbought, and oversold. That's it. And as soon as it gets back in that fair value range, we don't consider to play anymore. Quick exploits, there is multitude of opportunities of broken RSIs on a daily basis. This is what makes it work, because you can hit small plays and every now and then you get big numbers. So our core logic is what works. Now, does that mean I'm not going to take swings at SPY? Absolutely not. Now, this is another thing, because today I made the mistake of giving a price target, which that puts in people's heads that you have to get to that number to make money. Not the case. Money was made today in this group on calls because there was upwards momentum. That's all that's needed in the options market to make money. And I doubt anyone here is holding a bunch of SPY shares. So the fact that we're all playing options, obviously, we're all going to have different experience levels. One trader may not know that all you need, even if you buy ridiculously far out of the money, all you need is that momentum and you can profit despite direction. So whether it's up or down, it doesn't matter. As long as there's enough movement in a fast enough time, depending on where you are in the money versus out of the money, you can exploit that. It's called scalping. Now, today, or the last 2 weeks, I just want to go over the fact that every single one of our core plays that we picked hit. And DJ Wade's been killing it. He picked up all of them from this week and last week. PHR, RAD, Ollie, Lee. And Lee, I play Lee both ways, because once you get enough understanding with options, you can realize you can start playing both ways. So that's the point. Those of you who are the followers, I know that you're out there. I'm not trying to call you out. That is what is going to blow your portfolio up. There's a multitude of tools you can be using, such as, number one, paper trading. If you don't trust the strategy, don't trust the in the money, use paper trading to test it out. I guarantee you will shit your pants when you realize if patience, discipline, in the money, and you don't buy the ask, and you avoid weeklies as far as the option expirations, you will profit 85% of the time. It's almost up to 87% because we've been hitting it so good the last couple of months. But the point is, you can change your situation. That's what I want for everyone. I've already seen it happen for a lot of people, but I know that there's those of you in there who are afraid of asking questions. Maybe you feel like a burden. You're not. I live here 24/7. I'm here to service those who need help, to constantly be building more tools that we can use to trade together individually. We're not trading together. We're utilizing the same resources together, and then we're putting our heads together when it comes to ideas. We're not telling each other when to buy and sell. We're not holding each other's hands. We're not telling you the strike, expiration, and how much money we put in. That is your decision. Investing is an individual decision. All we're doing is equipping you with the tools, resources, community, and mindset needed to succeed in the market. And the core logic works. Again, we hit 12 out of 12 plays the last 2 weeks. That is incredible. But really, if you look at why it worked and how we did it, it's really not that incredible, because anyone that gets the noise out of their head and goes and just utilizes these simple metrics in this current market state, you can make and scale gains in a ridiculous fashion. So we have Minty. Again, SPY. Yes, I understand. I made the mistake of it saying it could go to 395. That's where the gap resistance is. Now, does that mean it's not going to go to 395? Of course not. Was I wrong about today's price action? Yes and no. I expected upwards movement today, and I don't know if you noticed, but right after the open, about 8:30, 8:45, it did nothing but go up. And it doesn't matter where you are in the call chain. If you bought calls this morning and you held them and sold at the top of that little push, you made money. So the point is, if you're a member or anyone that's a trader and you're finding yourself in a position where you can't make money, everything you do is losing, you got to reassess what you're doing, and you got to change some small things that you do throughout your day, and it will make big differences. Like, number one, are you buying out of the money? If so, why? If it's because the options are cheaper, that is not a good reason to buy out of the money. That's what they want you to think, and that's how they get you every time. The cheapest option price does not equal the best option contract. You want in the money to avoid theta burn. You have more intrinsic value if you're in the money, therefore theta cannot affect you as much. Excuse me. So, that being said, the further out of the money you are, and the closer you get to expiration, the faster you're going to lose all of that value. Now, why our core works and not others? Again, it's experience, psychology, and understanding. I have seen several people come into this group not knowing anything, and now they're posting gains and finding their own plays and helping new members learn. That is amazing. That is what this is all about. And no, am I taking everyone's funds and pocketing it and going to Cancun every week? No. I'm taking the data and I'm reinvesting it into data products that we can then all use to trade from. I have a normal job. I don't need people's money to survive. I need to trade and win to eat, as well as get some work in my side job, which is transcription legal. But as far as this membership, it's a mutual trust network. Funds are reinvested into data products that we can all use and trade from and develop strategies with. But at the end of the day, we're all trading individually. That's the point. So if you're coming in here thinking we're going to get handouts, that is an issue. The point is to create an efficient, knowledgeable, experienced group who is all on the same page, who all wants the same thing, and that is to change their situation by utilizing a little bit of work ethic, a little bit of passion, and a little bit of patience. How many of you out there have missed out on opportunities in the market because you were impatient? Everyone. I have. Everyone. So when you see stuff like this, when you see stuff like Fold, it was one of our plays, you'll notice experience beats anything in the market. Timing the market never beats time in the market. His Fold was an obvious play. It worked very well. We called it right here when this candle touched this line, which is gap resistance, and then it trailed for 2 days. Depending on where you bought, depends on where the profit is. That's the thing. We're never all going to be able to make the same amount of money on the same play. That's not how the market works. It's all about timing, individual understanding, and awareness. But can we reduce everything down and get it to a point where most of us can succeed and understand why? Of course we can. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but I did make a new command. It's one help command, all-in-one command now. It's just slash FUD stop, and it's basically an all-in-one. You have your Discord commands, playbook, cited works, core logic, sectors in Discord, Discord commands, just an all-in-one, never-ending terminal basically to learn all kinds of stuff that you would need to learn. So I would recommend utilizing that. And also, I'm considering opening up an additional 50 spots for the membership. I was going to wait and see because I think we should vote on that since we are, a community. So let's wait and see how people feel about this. I feel it would be nice to get a little bit more bodies in here because a lot of people, I understand, have jobs, but we need a little bit more intraday folks who are readily available to answer questions and, point members in the right direction, things like that. But other than that, we've been fucking killing it, okay? We have. Today alone, you guys have killed it today. And that's on a red day like today. This whole week, y'all have been destroying this market. And we've been doing it with easy mindset. So congratulations everyone that's been winning. For those of you that haven't got your win yet, just hang in there. This process works. Just make sure you're spending the time to learn and optimize your Discord. So again, this is an amazing deal we got going here. And it's been a blessing to see a lot of you succeed. Like Zero Faith, you just had a baby. Congrats on that. It's very nice to see you pulling in some dough. Help take care of that baby. That literally warms my heart. That's what this shit's all about. That's why I'm doing it. So, appreciate everybody. Again, if you need help, reach out to me. I live on this Discord. I will always be around, available within the hour for the most part, unless one of those rare instances where I sleep. But we have the strategy that works. Yes, we play SPY sometimes. It's fun to do. But if you don't know what you're doing, do not play it. It will destroy your port so fast. It's not even funny. You have to have risk parameters set up. You have to, have a pretty good idea of when the movement's going to happen and where it's going to go to and how long it's going to last. Today, it was another weird day. Last short interest cycle, it worked perfectly. This one, it did not. It just happens. You're not going to get it every time. And when that happens, when you don't get it every time, you have to know it, and you have to exit when the time calls for it. Holding out of the money calls is like the worst thing you can do with options. The hopium, not good, because you will lose it all. So everyone, we're getting there. And I'm very pleased with how everyone's been doing. And by the way, as far as the playbook, I'm going to be adding more plays tonight. Please make sure, and this is on you individually, because it's impossible for me from a managerial standpoint to constantly be going and changing and adding plays and letting everyone know where the RSI is at versus yesterday. I just made the RSI command. What I recommend, and this is on you for everyone to do, before you enter a play, make sure that you verify the RSI is still oversold and or overbroken before you enter. Because like a lot of these plays ran this week up until Wednesday. We were put heavy and then we kind of took a little break from today and yesterday, played SPY a little bit. But we're going to go back into core, and you just got to make sure that, when you see people posting gains on that shit in the gain station, make sure you check the daily RSI before you enter in. That way you know that the logic still stands, because that's it. If it's oversold, overbought, you're good. As soon as it gets out of that zone, move on to the next one, because guess what? If we run the query command, if we go and just do the major command here, FUD stop, and we go to the screeners. I'm going to get bot problem now, huh? Nope, there we go. Alpha screeners, and then pick any of these three. Okay, we have 103 results, and this is automatically updated daily. So if you want to sort it by RSI low to high, go for it. If you want to do high to low, go for it. And, I like to avoid the ones with 4 letters in it because they're typically ETFs, mutual funds. So let's see, HHS. This is all there it is to it. I know a lot of it's just overthinking. This one here is a fucking put play. There's no question about it, except there's no options. So I guess it can't be a put play. But if, hey, you have margin short it, short this mofo. It's an obvious short. You know why? The RSI is overbought. Short it until it goes to 70. How easy is that? Next, let's do... All these have 4, and that's typically how it goes. This is the sweet spot, like 72 to 77 is a sweet spot. Let's look at alt. Alt immune, healthcare. It's been consolidating, overbought for the last month almost. Alt immune. So, we look at the chart, it's overbought. Quickly look at the options chain. Where's the volume? Is there any volume on the call side? We have 2, 4, 6, 99, like just a little bit over 100. And then we look on the put side. We have slightly more. Is there more in the money on the put side, or is there more in the money on the call side? There's more in the money on the put side. Therefore, paired with the broken RSI to the upside, I'd say that this one should be going down. That's all there is to it. Very, very simple. It's very simple but repeatable actions that we're doing. Don't ever buy the ask. Don't ever play weeklies unless, like it was something like Ford where we just murked that one. Be consistent. This shit will continue to work as long as the repo market is as high of a demand as it's at. That's the beauty of this. That gives us at least the next 8 to 9 months. You can scale gains like this fast. But the second you scale your gains and throw them all away into SPY because you don't know what you're doing in SPY yet, don't do it. There's no point to. This is not a race. It's not first one to be rich wins. This is just, hey, I've seen people in this group make 40, 50 grand in one day for $25. That is what this is about. And it doesn't matter how much you're making as long as it's more than $25. That's all I ask. And that is so very possible with just a little bit of patience, a little bit of practice, and a little bit of consistency. I think you could turn your life around. I really do. I've seen it. You can do it. The tools are there. The resources are there. The community's there. The help is there. I'm here. Whatever you need, just got to make sure you reach out for it because it's within your reach. Let's go, Brandon. Forget it.